Hi Aries, welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Aries, we have a very special, it's your love reading for the upcoming 2 weeks that I'm doing starting today on the 9th of December till the 22nd of December. But I'm not going to do another love reading during the week of Christmas. And so this will be sort of, it's a plan for the upcoming 2 weeks, and I feel like a month, it really is almost too long. Then it's just bits and pieces like that. I am doing a 2020 reading next week for the upcoming year. So of course you can do that type of reading, but then it's not that specific. It's more bits here and there that I pick up, So take this however it resonates with you. The date is from the 9th till the 22nd, but it can also be like, you can think of it as from the 9th till the end of the year, basically. That's sort of the energy. And I do want to take the time to just address we have the 12-12-12 situation happening on Thursday, the 12th of December, which is the 12-12. And then if you add 2019 together, which then adds to yet another 12. If you go into detail, it's all about, like, I know the astrologers find it interesting that it's 12 minutes past the hour, and so for some they say it's even 4 12s. So it's alignment. That just speaks of alignment for me. It's a full moon on the same day. We have 3 12s, and we also have a special conjunction between Venus, Saturn and Pluto, and that in Swedish is Venus, Saturnus och Pluto. That is like in a trine, like a triangular situation. And even though I laugh about it, I joke about it, and I say that hasn't happened in 3,000 years. We're sort of close to that. That sort of conjunction has not happened for 500 years, and it just speaks of. I'm not an astrologer in any shape or form, but I have attracted this information, and so I will say it. And so what I feel around it is just that there's a tipping point. It's like a before and an after. Of course, it doesn't have to necessarily be on Thursday, but it's a fun way of thinking about it. If you have a deadline, for a fact, if you're anything like me, you might push it to the very end to do it. Or if you spend Christmas every day of the year, it's not Christmas. Christmas is Christmas. It's on the day when it's Christmas, And so if you focus on full moon and 12-12-12 and this conjunction on Thursday, just set your intention, set manifestation ideas, visualization, just at least have something to get going. And if you want to do specifically for relationships, do that. Venus is playing a big part in this conjunction. And Venus is all about healing emotions. Venus is also about financial gain, like abundance and literally money, but it is also about like healing emotions, healing relationships. Whatever has been sort of a bit off balance can now come sort of in balance when Venus is there playing. And just do a little research if you're interested in it for Saturn and Pluto as well, what that means for you. So let's see specifically, Aries, what's going on for you for the upcoming 2 to 4 weeks. What I can say is that it is special times. I feel like we are reaching a tipping point. We have come to some sort of threshold, we're not taking the old anymore. It's the old is we're just done with it. And even though we don't see progress being made as fast as we want to on a global scale and on a individual scale, the frustration helps to really get it going. So whatever you're up to, just know for a fact that it's moving quite quickly right now. So let's see what's going on for you in terms of relationships, love and relationships. And as I said, I will do a 2020 reading that will be up next week. Wow. So we're starting with Angel of Miracles. So you truly have, it's a very, I want to talk about it in a very single, so I feel like this is mostly for singles out there, single Aries, rather than committed or like in a couple. So the first card out is Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. So usually when I get this card, it's all about seeing something coming to fruition. So it's just a perfect, aligning with everything that's happening and what I just talked about. The Angel of Miracles comes out. It's not Gabriel. It's not Raphael. It's not, it's the Angel of Miracles. So whatever you've been trying to reach, trying to feel, trying to heal, trying to see evidence of, the Angel of Miracles comes in to say this is the fruition card. This is fruition when it comes to wanting to see evidence of something. And it can be, it is for singles. So I know this is going to feel very far-fetched. And if you're in a position where you're not going to have any more kids in this lifetime, just know that maybe this is for a fair few Aries out there. But this is for somebody who's been wanting to get pregnant forever. They just haven't seen the evidence of it. And now you're thinking, how can I get pregnant? I'm not talking about adoption. I'm not talking about having some partner's kids. I'm talking about actually having my own child. And I'm saying, yes, that is you having your own child. So just imagine how quick this is going to go. I feel like for some Aries, you're going to meet your partner and you're going to be pregnant within, maybe not this side of the year. That's almost hard to get done now when we're so close to the end of the year. But I feel a very fast transformation. So whatever the rest of you Aries who's sort of whatever age, whatever your wanting is in this time in life around kids, just know that for the rest of you guys, it probably is more about coming into fruition for a partner, like finally meeting that someone in your life, finally having like a home together, a home life together. There's something very specific about the home here, I feel. And then just have like trust in the process, because when the Angel of Miracles comes out, it's sort of like you don't see evidence. You want something, you're reaching for a relationship, you're reaching to get pregnant, you're wanting to meet that special someone, and you don't see any evidence of it. You don't see anything, you don't see anything, you don't see anything. And with the Angel of Miracles, it's sort of asking you to trust in the process and trust the timing of it. And then all of a sudden, in a turn of an afternoon, here they were. Like it's nothing and nothing and nothing and nothing, and all of a sudden, on Thursday, here they are. So the Angel of Miracles is really beautiful when that comes out. And then we have self-reliance. So I feel like you have, we're talking about this Venus coming in to heal everything. We have the Angel of Miracles. So it is still about healing your emotions from your past. Whatever you sort of have still dragged with you, whatever you still carry, like in terms of you don't want to keep like bringing your baggage into the next relationship is what I'm trying to say. You don't want to, you want to be healed. You want to have the major parts of yourself like not being an open wound or feeling like you're never going to meet anybody again because it sucked hard last time. That's just not the case. I see that you are really coming into your own. It might have felt like an upgrade forever. It might feel like, how much work can one do on oneself before seeing any evidence of it? That's what I'm connecting with here. And it just keeps asking you to stay in this, see the gorgeous light that you have around you. Be very sure of, if you're wanting to meet that special someone, you don't even have to focus on the special someone. You can just be sure of something else. You can just put yourself in this position of feeling secure and sure. Just, I know this for a fact. I know this to be true. This I know it in my heart. If you have something like that, just sort of practice that feeling, practice that thought, you know this for a fact, rather than, I don't know when my person is going to come. I don't know if I'm healed enough. I don't know if there's ever going to be a match that I'm seeking. And it's very like unbalanced energy, and it's very lackful in the way that you want it to be. This is the energy that you're emanating. So it doesn't even make sense to get into anything else than feeling secure. Okay? So just start to feel secure about yourself, and then something in your life that you are secure about, or feel like, I know this. Okay? And then you might be dealing with an Aquarius. When this card comes out, it talks about an Aquarius. It doesn't have to be, which is Vattumannen in Swedish. It might also be Aries, that it's your energy. Just the Aquarian energy, it's very... On the bottom here, it says blaze your own trail, and it says originality. And as I said, that is as 11:11 on the clock, so that's very in alignment with more so probably that this speaks to you rather than you are involved with an Aquarius, or it's both. It just feels like whatever you're doing in life, you won't do it the normal way. If there's another way to do something, you'll do it. And it not necessarily that you're sitting at home thinking, what does everybody else do? Okay, I won't do that. I will do something different. Like, it just turns out that way. You have an idea, and that idea probably is already outside the box, and so it's not the norm. So I don't know really. A couple of things coming up here, Aries. It feels like you feel like you might be too different for somebody. Like, yeah, and you might be too different for somebody, but you're not too different for your person. Your person is gonna love the fact that you are. It's just a feeling that you think you might be too much to handle. It might be too tough to take you on, if that makes sense. Like, could really somebody out there, man or a woman, deal with my stuff, having sort of like such different opinions about everything, doing it sort of really my own way, not just the other Earth's. Everybody's doing this the same, like the 100th monkey. You probably are the first monkey in every 100 monkey syndrome, if that makes sense. You're the blaze your own trail, meaning nobody has walked there before. If this is a path, you're not spinning the wheel that is already invented. You invent the wheel, and so you come from a certain place. Actually, something quite funny. I watched. I think it was one of the Nobel Peace, not Peace. Where was he from? Well, and anyway, some of the Nobel Prize winners. A really old guy who just keeps laughing, just adorable old man, and then they started talking about Alfred Nobel and what he has accomplished in his life and so forth. And they just talked about how many patent, I think that's the same in English, patent. I think he had like some 350 patent in his lifetime. And I was like, oh my God, it makes me feel really, what have I accomplished? And my dad said, well, you know what? That was in the 1800s, and what is that in? I think in America, so you say the 1700th century when it's 18. I can never learn that. In Swedish, I would say 1800-talet, maybe even before. But anyway, probably not. Like, everything was new then. Whatever he came up with was like, that doesn't exist on Earth already. So whatever thing he came to think of was brand new. And I was like, that makes so much sense. It wasn't already here. But now I feel like we have sort of we have sort of the feeling that everything exists already, so it's sort of tough to think of something brand new to then patent. What does this have to do with anything with your relationship? It feels like you're the type of person, you're Alfred Nobel, like you're the starter of things. You're Aries, so you're the starter of things. You're a fire sign. It's like you're the first to come to think of it, even though you're not necessarily bring it all the way through. You're the visionary of it, and it's the same thing here. Only when it comes to relationships. So the first thing is that you might not do it the normal way here either. It's Aries and it's having Aquarian energy. So it's just the fact that you might do it the Alfred Nobel way when it comes to relationships as well. So you won't take the normal route like everybody. Yeah, I went to this party and I met my soulmate and I married that guy and we've been together for, or we met online. Even online is like on the internet. It's common today. So it's not even that. It's like you're gonna do it a different way. You're gonna take a different route to meeting your person. That's one thing. The other thing is that you think being Alfred Nobel, being the first monkey in the 100th monkey syndrome system might be too much for somebody else to handle. And that's sort of the first time where you sort of let yourself down a bit, because otherwise I think that you feel, well, maybe sometimes you feel like, oh, why do I have to be the first with everything? Can I just follow for once? Can I just stand in line and just do what everybody else is doing? But then at the end of the day, it won't make you happy. So you're just a starter. Aries is a starter sign. And I feel like whatever you feel otherwise that, whatever you've taken pride in, if there's something that you've been first with, you know it in your heart, I was first to think of this. Even though the world doesn't know it, I was first to think of this. And you sort of feel a pride over that. Take that pride and move that to a relationship situation. I hope this makes any sense to you guys. It's just the same. A person, not just a person, your soulmate, the person that you molded into place. You've been asking about this person forever and they are waiting on you as you are waiting on them. So it's going to be a match in heaven. But I feel like you maybe are holding them out a tiny bit. You're holding yourself apart from this person because you think you might be too much of an Aquarian, too much of an Aries for them to handle. And so move the feeling proud over something that you have managed to create in the past. It doesn't have to do anything with love relationships. Just have the feeling of, I'm very proud of that for what I accomplished. And of course I can move that into the relationship area as well, so that I can be proud of myself, continue to be proud of myself, and somebody who wants to meet me, wants to be with me, not in an arrogant way, but should sort of feel lucky to be so, not unlucky. Oh man, you're stuck with me. I can't do anything normal, boy oh boy, but rather the other way around. Okay, guys, just a finishing off card here. I hope that makes some sense. You really are finding your own power, your own true self, your own authentic self. Expect a miracle. There's something to just, continue to just believe when in the scene of not seeing any evidence of anything. To just continue to believe. Yes, because if you've listened to me before, here's your peacock. And peacocks to me just stand for the soulmate connection. So the soulmate is right there. Like your partner is coming in, and it's as believe in angels, I was going to say, the angel miracles, as a sort of overnight, like an overnight sensation almost. One day you were single and the next you were not anymore. Because I feel it's not now it's going to be a dragging out situation where you're going to know, because you waited this long, and so you just know, okay? And it will happen if not already on this side of 2019, then at the very beginning of 2020. Okay, guys, I hope this helps you guys out there, and check in for the 2020 reading that will be coming next week. It might not come on Monday, it might come on that following Friday, so you don't wonder where I left. Take care out there, guys. Bye.